case where Twitter has suspended my account for violating rules against abusive behavior, targeted harassment, or inciting others to do so. My tweet to Joel Ellenberg, bro, maybe we should start executing you. Yeah, I can see that violates the terms of service potentially. But what is the context here? That matters. The context is Joel Ellenberg is making a call for mass execution of a group of people. Very common. We need to kill them all. They need to be killed. They need to be hung, executed. They need to be buried under the prison. Here's the cure for their disease. Posting a picture of a gun, a box of billets, a wood chipper. It's pretty common. And I've seen a lot of these, and I'm kind of getting fed up with it. It's disgusting. It's uncivil. It encourages violence. And I've seen and witnessed violence against people who fit whatever category we're talking about here. And it's insane that people just go nuts because they don't know how to handle it. The only reaction they have is extreme fear and hatred. So my question is to flip it on its end. So if you're calling for the execution of everybody else, why shouldn't the other people call for the execution of you? Why is it okay for you to call for the execution? So it's rhetoric. So it's a civil, rhetorical device for that conversation. So now if I want to appeal this, I want to say, hey, you know what? Rhetoric is part of civil debate. Either delete the tweet to which I was responding, where it's Joel Ellenberg. I can't even type it in there. Called for mass execution of a certain group of people, or allow my rhetoric. Now they don't let me type in the full reason. If I try to submit that, it just gives me the same page again. So now I'm not even able to appeal. Twitter has put my account in a state where I'm suspended. It looks like I can appeal it, but I can't because they've messed with my account. It's a terrible user experience to be on a platform where I'm not allowed to have a civil debate, where when I engage people who are making death threats and threats of violence and all kinds of horrible, gory, disgusting, awful, ugly things, that I get suspended for using rhetoric. Using the same words that they're using, I get suspended, and they're allowed to continue with their group tirade against a very small minority. That's not a platform I want to be a part of. I don't want to keep getting suspended because I have a dissenting view. I'm perfectly civil until I start getting these death threats. And what do? Normally, I report them. But about 50 of the tweets that I've reported recently had no action taken upon them. Tweets with boxes of bullets saying, here's the cure for your disease. Tweets with, hang them, addressing the TEDx speaker and all our supporters. Yes, the TEDx speaker should be hung because she's forcing you to agree with her opinion. No, she's not forcing you to agree with her opinion. No, she doesn't deserve to be threatened with hanging. That's terrible. That's a way to shut down debate by threatening violence. And these people a lot of times are violent, and I've actually witnessed it firsthand. This hateful rhetoric does manifest itself in actual violence. Twitter is helping to facilitate violence and helping to shut down one side of this issue. I can't call it a debate because there's no debate. There's only an angry mob and a small minority of people who are wanting to talk about it. The small minority of people wanting to talk about it get shut down, get death threats, get pictures of boxes of bullets, get their phone blown up with ugly threats of violence, murder, encouraging suicide, and all things that Twitter allows if you're on the other side of that issue. So, I can't feel like I can't even talk about it on Twitter. Shut me down. I can't talk about it anymore.